Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. My name is Jordan. You definitely saw that from my channel name. But welcome. I hope you like what you see and you stick around and subscribe to my channel because that would be really cool. As you guys probably know, or maybe you don't know, I don't know, I studied abroad for almost 2 months in London this summer and I had the best time ever. I'd made a ton of videos about it. If you haven't seen them and you want to check them out, they're all on my channel. But I definitely learned a lot while I was gone, and I thought I would kind of reflect on what I learned and share with you guys my top 10 things that will help you if you decide you want to study abroad or if you're planning on it. So really quick before we hop into the video, make sure to follow all my social media. I'll have them linked down below, and let's just jump right into it. So my first and most important tip of the entire video is to immerse yourself in the culture. Get as involved as you can because you're only going to be there once. I mean, maybe you'll go back, but you will only have this study abroad experience one time and you want to make the most of it. So try new foods that you wouldn't usually have. Learn the lingo because London speaks English, but they have a lot of words that we don't use here in the United States. So I definitely learned a lot of that. Learn all the historical background of wherever you are going because there is so much history behind every country, and the more you know, the better. You can never have too much knowledge. My second tip is to meet as many people as you can, and this is not me suggesting that you put all your trust into a random stranger because that is not safe. But there's a lot you can learn from the people around you, and networking is like the most important thing that you could do for yourself, whether it's professional or personal relationships. Some of the people that I met on my trip are people that I can call friends for life. So definitely just put yourself out there, and just a disclaimer, make sure you trust your instincts on this one because you don't want to go up to a sketchy person because that's probably not a good idea. And I'm not suggesting you do that, but use your noggin, meet new people, and it'll be good. My third tip is to do not overpack. I definitely overpacked for my trip. If you saw the video of me packing for London, I packed a lot of stuff and I bought so much stuff when I was there that my suitcase was 15 pounds heavier on the way home, which was quite an expense. However, I didn't really wear all the clothes that I packed, and since you are shopping a lot, you're going to be wearing those clothes as well. So just pack what you need and a little bit more. Don't go too crazy because chances are you will rewear things a lot and you'll be doing laundry, so you do not need an outfit for every single day. My fourth tip is to give yourself a budget. I got a credit card for the first time for this trip and I definitely went a little bit crazy, and then when I got the statement when I came home, definitely hurt my heart more than a little bit. So I would recommend giving yourself a budget for weekly or daily and then try to stick to it as much as possible. That way you know how much you're spending, you can keep track of it, and when you come home you don't feel like you're drowning in debt. My fifth tip is to make photocopies of all your important documents. So make copies of your passport, your insurance card, your license, and your acceptance letters. I took weekend trips to different countries in Europe, and you want to have photocopies of those things, especially your acceptance letter because you will need it at border control. And it's just good to have more copies than less. My sixth tip is to buy a SIM card for your phone. Instead of buying a whole new phone or a whole new plan, I recommend just buying a tiny little SIM card, and that's the thing that goes inside of your phone. But I really recommend doing this because it'll save you a ton of money in the long run. You might have a different number than your usual number, but that doesn't really seem like much of a problem to me because you still have all your contacts in your phone. I did the International One Plus SIM card package from T-Mobile, and it was $95 a month for unlimited talk, text, and data in any country internationally, which I think is a really smart way to go. My seventh tip is to download the app Citymapper. Citymapper will be your best friend. I use this in Paris, I use this in Amsterdam, and I use this a ton in London. It's the easiest way to get place to place. Basically, it gives you directions to anywhere you want to go. You just plug in your destination and it gives you a bunch of different options on how to get there, whether it's the tube, the bus, the train, walking directions, and Uber. So it gives you a lot of different options and it's really easy to use. This definitely helped me a ton when I was abroad and I swear by it. My 8th tip is to keep a journal. So I actually kept a journal every single day. I logged what I did and where I went and who I was with, so now I can look back on it and read all about my travels. But it's just a really nice way to have your memories logged in a journal. Chances are you'll remember the big moments from your trip, but you won't remember the tiny little moments that honestly mean the most to me. So to have them written down and then look back at them is just like my favorite thing ever. My 9th tip is to arrive to your study abroad country with that said country's currency. This doesn't mean have all your money exchanged for their currency, but you should have a good chunk of money to start you off and last you quite a while when you're there. I actually went to AAA before my trip and exchanged money because it was a lot cheaper because there was no exchange rate. And my 10th and final tip is do not fall behind on your schoolwork. I know that this can be easy for some people to do because there is so much out there to see when you're in a different country and you never really want to be spending your free time doing schoolwork. But I'm telling you, this is the most important tip because if you fall behind, you will be royally screwed over and then you'll be cramming at the end of the semester and you do not want to do that because that is not fun. So what I actually did was after I had class on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'd go back, have lunch, and then do my work right away so that I was out of the way and done, taken care of, and then I'd have the rest of the day and the rest of my free time to do whatever I wanted to do. This is what I usually do during a regular semester, so I just carried that over into my study abroad semester. So those are all my tips for studying abroad and what I learned. I really hope you guys found this video helpful. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below if you're not already, comment down below if you want to see any more videos about my study abroad experience. And I think that's everything. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.